Hey everyone, Aaron here, and in today's video we're going to do a little bit of review regarding the slip and an easy method that you can be using to learn the slip. And not only that, but we're going to go over some other defenses such as slipping and rolling off the slip, and then also how to slip and step, roll and step, and set up counters off of those defenses. So in today's video it's going to be a special one again because we have both my sons Link and Elijah here. So Elijah, would you mind stepping forward? So just to start off with a little bit of review, easy method that you can be using to help teach the slip is simply touching your knees. So all Elijah's going to do is he's going to drop his hands, he's going to wait for the slip, and he's going to touch the opposite knee. Excellent. So as you can see, Elijah is automatically setting up the slip simply just by touching his knee. It's helping to rotate that hip, and again, his head is moving off the center line. Excellent job, buddy. Okay, so for level 1, and I like to structure this in levels, is level 1 we're going to just simply start with slipping. Now Elijah's going to make sure to keep his hands at his cheek. Now Elijah, why do we keep our hands at our cheek?
We keep our hands at the cheek to practice keeping our hands up in the side, and that's to prevent ourselves from getting hurt.
Good job, dude. Excellent, perfect. Yep, so pretty much we're protecting our face. Very good job, buddy. Okay, so we're going to keep our hands up. Now the one thing Elijah's going to want to make sure to do, and whenever you're practicing your head movement, is you want to make sure that you're keeping your eyes on your opponent. You want to be looking at pretty much chest level in between the shoulders. Okay, we're just going to step back just a little bit, buddy. So we want to be making sure to keep an eyes on the chest level and shoulders, and we're going to go slip, slip. Now when you're practicing slipping, like the method, some of it's going to be automatic, so that's why we're going to add a little pause in between so that I can make sure that Elijah isn't just guessing on the punch that's being thrown. Okay, so we're going to start. So slip, 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 pause, slip, 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 slip. Excellent job, dude. Huge. Okay. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding a roll off of the slip. We'll just take a little step back, bud. Okay, so this time Elijah's going to go slip, slip, and he's going to add a roll to it. And he's making sure to practice keeping his hands at his cheek so that way when he's slipping and rolling, he's not getting countered by any hooks or anything unexpectedly, okay? So we're here, we're going to go slip, slip, roll, and roll. And what Elijah's doing to roll is he's bending his knees and he's rotating his hips. He's essentially drawing pretty much like a happy face with his body and his head. So if you were to pretend like your head was a pencil, he's drawing a happy face. So we'll take the roll slower. Okay, so we'll go slip, slip, roll, and he's drawing that happy face. So one more time, slip, slip, and draw the happy face. Perfect. And in order to do that, again, all he's doing is on the slips, he's going to bend his knees slightly, his head becomes the pencil, and he's drawing the happy face. Okay, excellent job. Now that would be level 2, adding the slip with the roll. Now level 3 would be adding the slips with the steps, okay? So we're slipping and we're stepping, and all Elijah's going to do is on every slip, he's going to start by taking a step with his front foot, and then he's going to take a step with his back foot. Now for this one, Bub, since we're going to be moving, do you mind if we move back a little bit? A little bit more? Excellent. So all he's going to do is he's going to slip, and he's going to step with the front foot, slip, 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 slip. Perfect. Excellent job. We'll step backwards. So again, when he's slipping, he's going to take it's pretty much like walking. Right? You're taking a step with your front foot, then back foot. Front foot, then back foot. You're pretty much walking, keeping your stance. And again, the whole time, Elijah's keeping his hands up. His eyes are on me, his opponent. So we'll show you one more time. So he's here. Slip, 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 slip. Perfect. And again, the whole reason why we're stepping and practicing the step with the slip is, again, you don't always need to step. But if you're moving your opponent backwards, you want to be making sure that you're matching their movement. Again, it's almost like a chess game. or like a board game, sorry, where there's squares. If they're moving back a square, I want to make sure I'm following that movement. Okay, so that would be level 3. Excellent job, buddy. You did amazing. Alrighty, now we have Link. So after we finish level 3, we're moving on to level 4. We're going to add a roll with the slip. So again, Link's going to make sure that he's stepping. He's keeping his hands at his cheek. The reason why is we're just making sure that we're practicing keeping our hands up. So Link's going to come. He's going to slip, step, roll, step, roll. Slip, step, roll, roll. Perfect job. And we're going to back up Link. And again, when we slip, can you slip and pause? And we'll go this way. Okay, so slip. What we're essentially doing, again, we're taking our head off the center line, and we're also, like I said, I like to call it peeking through the window, is Link is peeking at my body. He wants to set up that body shot. So again, if he were to throw that punch and freeze, boom, he hits the body shot. And again, if he goes to the other side, it's the same thing. He slips over here, he's peeking, and he throws the body shot. Excellent job. Okay, so when we're slipping, that's what we're doing. We're taking our head off the center line, we're evading the punch, and we're peeking at the body to set up that shot. Okay, so level 5 is after we practice stepping off the slips and the rolls, now we're going to practice counters. Okay, so we don't want to just continuously slip, roll. Now again, it can be very useful in a fight because fighting is a lot of mental. So again, if you're constantly slipping and rolling your opponent's punches and they can't hit you, it's going to get into their head and you're going to start wearing down their confidence. But at the same time, we also want to think about the battery. We have a battery that's limited, and so do they. So we want to make sure that by adding counters, we're wearing down their battery faster so that we can land our combos more successfully. So all Link's going to do is off the slip, whatever side he's slipping, he's going to throw the opposite punch. So if he were slipping this way, he's going to throw this punch here. So we'll do this way first. So here, boom, he throws the punch. Now again, the punch is landing. And his shoulder is protecting his cheek from any type of counter. And at the same time, he's also setting up the body shot. Go ahead, Link. Excellent job. Okay. So that's one example. Off the slip, we can add the counter shot, and we'll do the other side this time. So again, we'll slip this way and we'll throw it. Okay, so slip, he throws the counter, and then he's going to set up the body shot. Boom, excellent job, Link. And again, we're throwing that counter. Not only is it stopping their momentum, it's stopping them from moving forward, but it's also preventing their combo from continuing. And again, we're also draining their battery. And we're setting up extra combinations as well. Now the other thing, the last level that we're going to practice is adding the roll in, and we're going to add a hook off the roll. Now Link, I'm going to ask you a question. Why is it so good to add punches off of slip and rolls?
When you slip and roll, your head will turn your head, and it also gives power and speed when you set up counterattacks, like the hook and body shot.
Good job, man. Okay, so essentially that's what he was saying. So we'll demonstrate here. So you'll see. So we'll do the slip, roll, hook, okay? And we'll freeze. So he goes slip, roll, and then hook, right? And essentially, he wants to throw that hook right off the roll. And the reason for that is, again, we're here, if you guys watch. When I slip, right? I slip, the hip turns, right? So that's why throwing a punch off the slip is so effective, because we're already in the process of turning that hip, providing us momentum and power. And then if I slip to the other side, it's the same thing. So I'm here, boom, boom. Now off the hook, we're drawing that happy face. So we're here, the momentum's coming this way, my hip is turning, and then I'm coming backwards, I'm coming back with the hook. I'm essentially sending my momentum and speed this way, and then I'm quickly turning it back this way. So Link's gonna demonstrate one more time. So he's here, he slips, his hip turn, he slips, he rolls his momentum, and then he comes back right away. So we'll speed it up, Link. Just watch with the power on the hook for this one, because it's gonna be fast, okay? And you got a lot of power. Okay, so we're here, slip, roll, hook, boom. And that would set up pretty much a knockout. And again, like hooks hooks and even like things like uppercuts can be really good off rolls. Again, even like slips, you can counter with the power, even the like a straight jab. You can throw in the uppercut. But that's essentially what we want to go over today, guys, is these are the different types of defenses that you can be practicing. So again, just to review here, we have the knee touches just to practice before you get started, right? You're practicing that the slip and rotating that hip, okay? We then have just practicing the slip. We want to make sure our hands are at our cheek. We're gluing them to our cheek. Now again, we don't necessarily have to fight like this, but we're just doing it for the drill so that we can keep conscious of our hands being up. So we're here, slip, 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 slip. Now we're going to be adding the roll in. Okay, so we're here, slip, slip, roll, slip, slip, roll. And as you notice, pretty much the side that I'm ending the slip on, I'm just rolling the opposite way. Like again, we want to utilize turning those hips. So if I start here, boom, hip turns, right? Then I slip here, hip turns. Now I'm going to be rolling this way. I'm abusing that momentum, and then that's where I could set up a hook if I really wanted to. The next step after that would be adding steps off the slip. So I'm here, slip, 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 slip. And again, it's pretty much like walking. Again, I'm pretty much just taking steps. I'm off the first slip, I'm taking a step with my front foot. Then off the second step, I'm taking a step with my back foot. Front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot. And we're just maintaining our stance, okay? After that, we're gonna add the roll in. So again, I'm here, slip, slip, roll, okay? Slip, slip, roll. After that, we're gonna add the punch counter. So again, I'll use Link and then Elijah. So again, he's gonna slip, he's gonna throw the counter shot, bop, and then hook, and then body, boom. Okay, one more time, we'll go this side this time. So he throws the counter shot, boom. And then Elijah. Now for this one, he's gonna go slip, slip, hook. So he's gonna get in a stance, right? So he goes slip, slip, hook, boom. And that's it. So I just want to say a special thank you to my boys for being in today's video. They've been working really hard. And I just also want to thank you guys for supporting the channel. It's been doing wonders for, giving them more incentive with their training, boosting confidence, and overall, we just really want to thank all of you guys for continuing your support with us. Thank you very much, boys, for being in the video. And we hope you guys have a great day.
Bye.